everyone, happy Mother's Day to all the mums in the UK, because we have our Mother's Day now in March before Easter. I know other countries have theirs all at different times, but this is ours today. So a huge warm happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there, especially to those whose kids have forgotten, because we know we get them. Anyway, IDT for SSDigitalStudio, that's Banya, and I'm working on something for her at the moment, but she brought this kit out, and as soon as I saw this kit I thought I have to do this kit. It was because of doing the tiny little journals, the playing card journals that I did, and I saw this and I'd been thinking of wanting to do an Alice journal with the playing cards. So this, she's just released this, so I snuck in without her knowing, and I got the kit and I've made the little journal. So I'm just going to show you the kit first. It is beautiful. Sometimes some of the Alice kits can be a little bit almost on the scary side, is the only way I can explain it. Some of the images are not that child friendly, to be quite honest. But that was the way that they were drawn in those days. But this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And the Stamperia one as well is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to show you the ephemera first. There are 30 pages in this kit, okay? So you really are getting value for money. So straight off, you've got lots of fussy cats here. Wonderful, absolutely lovely. And then you've got your 2 pockets here. There are 2 more pockets later on with fussy cuts again and a lovely journaling card. And you've got another journaling card here, and you've got all these gorgeous tags. I love the little mini ones. Whoops, he's upside down. Let's bring it back round again. Here are the other 2 pockets. So there's 4 pockets in all, and then you've got the 4 little envelopes at the top, which are really, really cute. And then you've got another one here, so you've got 5 all together. And these lovely Alice images. I love this one of the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. Really beautiful. Then we have journaling cards. I love how she's done the borders on all this stuff that she's done. It's really nice. It really is. This one, you can do so much with this page. Because they are more or less joined together, you can use them as they are. You can cut them up individually, you can cut them into 2s. And I've done a bit of that in my journal, in my little mini journal, and I'll show that in a minute. I love this. I'm not crazy. My reality is just different from yours. Well, us journalers, our reality is different from the world, and they don't get it, do they? They really do not get that rubbish hoarding. We see a cardboard box as something invaluable. I can make a journal cover with that. They see it as a bit of rubbish that needs to go in the bucket. Anyway, there's 2 more pockets here. Now, these are different pockets from the other ones. And these are fab, aren't they? Absolutely lovely. I've used these on the inside. More beautiful journaling cards. And I love this page. You've got all these lovely little sayings on here. I've not actually used these because of the colour and the colours that I've used already, but I will be cutting some of these out later and adding it in. I just wanted to get it finished this morning because we've got a lot going on in the next couple of days. And there's some gorgeous journaling cards here. Look at these from the book. And he's late for a very important date. And the Cheshire Cat up in the tray. Bless his heart, and the White Rabbit. Clarissa and Clarissa. I think we've all read Alice. Now, this style of page is wonderful. Banya has actually done a ring binder journal, which looks amazing. So I love this because, particularly if you're new to journaling, you can just cut these out. You can turn it into a ring binder, you can put them into a normal journal, however you want to use them, which is really quick and easy when you get them like this. And then there's lots and lots of backing papers that I'll show you in a minute. Gorgeous. this is the image that I saw and I went, oh wow, I must have that. Isn't it fabulous? Really, really lovely. And look at this one as well, really lovely, and the little dormouse asleep. And then a couple more journaling types ones, and then she gives you 2 blank like that and 2 blank like that, so you can see you can make a really lovely journal. Then you've got lots of papers as well, so you know you can match and marry them up however you want to use them. Beautiful. I love that one. I really love that one. And this one here, you've got the keys in this one, so it's different from the teacup one. And the gorgeous roses. And of course you can't have Alice without the red hearts, for the Queen of Hearts. You can see they're really lovely, aren't they? Really, really lovely. And you can see the story when you when you're going through it as well. You know, you can remember the story. And then this lovely page as well. And lines. We all love to get a kit with journaling lines in, because it's brilliant, isn't it? You can go out there and you can back these on, you can use them as they are. Amazing. So that's a really, really beautiful kit. And as you can see, it's 30 pages, so it's huge. The printer, I reset back to the original settings before I had the update, and I was able to print great. Then in the night they decided to do another update, and I'm back to square one again, where you get a bit of print in here and a bit of print in here, or you get lines of printing and whatever. So I'm having to print individually through the Epson print at the moment, so you know you have to double click each picture and then print it. But it was great. It's how I used to print many, many moons ago, before I realised you could take things out of a zip file. And we all have to learn that, don't we? So, yeah, I'm back to square one again. I have written to them, and whether or not Windows will sort it out at some stage, I've no idea. But whatever's going on, it's obviously them. At least I know the printer works. Anyway. Here's my little baby journal. Isn't it cute? It is so cute and adorable. Oops, I just got the little taggy bits caught up. Absolutely cute, isn't it? Make sure you're in frame here. Come down a tiny bit. There it is. So I've done this up with vintage bice binding. Now, you have binding in America. In England, we have bice binding. And bice binding is different from your binding in that you have your strip like this, but on the underside it is, I don't know whether you can actually be able to see that or not, you have a little bit there that's under, and a little bit there that's ironed under, so you don't get your frayed edges, and it's always cut on the bias. And what I did with this is I just dampened it down a little bit, just to scrunch it up, to give it a little bit more interest. So that's vintage bice binding on there. Right, let's show you the inside here. Now the tags, I've used different toppings for my tags. I've used a bit of ribbon on that one. But they are so, so pretty. And there's that lovely little teapot. And I've used this type of pocket in the front and the back. I love this. It's just so lovely, and it just suits this style so well. You know, it's what I wanted to do, and when you suddenly see the kit come out after there's something you want to do, you just have to go for it, isn't it? Look at that beautiful image there. Oh, she's got the flamingo in her arms. Absolutely lovely. And then there's these tiny, tiny little envelopes. They're absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? They're absolutely tiny and cute. Put them back on there for now. And I've actually used paper this time. I usually print on card, as you know, because it shows up the images so well when I'm doing a design team project. But I've actually used the paper in here because it's, you don't have a lot of room in them. And it's worked beautifully. It looks so lovely, and it's still print up really crisp and lovely. There's that tiny Mad Hatter's Tea Party one in there. I love that image, I really do. Gorgeous, isn't it? I just really had so much fun doing this. I started it yesterday morning. I was working on a couple of other kits. I'm doing banyas at the moment, and I thought, no, I've got to do that one. So I put it aside, and I thought, right, I'm going to get this done first, and then I will push banyas on till next week and get the other ones I've got to do this week out the way first. Isn't that lovely? It's always time for tea. Very British thing, isn't it? Time for tea. And all the kids in the UK, they come home from school and they have a snack and a drink at tea time. It's just something we always do. Have that afternoon cuppa. And there's that. I'm not crazy. I love that these cards make such lovely little tuck spots. I really did. I love that bit as well. And that's that one again. Obviously, I've because there were so many pages, isn't it? I have actually repeated some of the ephemera. And these look fab cut out, don't they, on the page? I love the fussy cutting. And there's your drink me one. But it was just such a lovely thing to do. I just thought, I'm just going to do this. I've got to. And there's that gorgeous, gorgeous image. That just sold me on it straight away. I've got to have that one. And this is round some of the images. And I've used it, and it now looks like film strip. And it just goes really well as like a washi tape on the pages. And this one here, I've used 4 of the little images that I showed you that join together, and then I've taken the 4 images and I've washi taped them, so that will come out like that, and then it comes out that way. And I've put some little ephemera on there. Pin buckle. I love that one too. And in there is the cat. There, Cheshire Cat is sat there up his tree. There's another envelope. And there's there with a flamingo again. Whoops. And that's the drink me bottle. But this would be such a lovely little gift to give to somebody. You've got your eat me's in that. That's what I like, is you've got these totally different little bits of ephemera for the tea party. And they just work. They work so well with this kit. And that's a stripping again. And that's one of the older pictures where she's about to drink me. There are a couple of others that you would have seen with the cards flying everywhere, and a couple of others that I've not actually put in here. No rabbit. I think that would always fascinate you when you're a kid, when you hear the rabbit going, I'm late for a very important date, and she sees him, she follows him down that rabbit hole. I think it's one of those images, and you often wonder what it'd be like to fall down that rabbit hole, and what you would see when you're going down there, and what it'd be like to arrive at the bottom. I think it's one of those things that children, when they've read the story, not seen the TV, but read the story first, how much, your imagination is just invigorated by it, and you imagine all sorts and what you're going to do when you follow this rabbit. Obviously, the story itself, when they made it into a film, my friend was up to actually play Alice, and she actually unfortunately lost out. She actually, it was between her and somebody else. So it's quite important to me. It's something that holds memories. These cards are all separate, so I've just been laying them up. I thought that looked quite nice on there. And I put I put a tiny little envelope there. I cut a couple of the teeny tiny envelopes out, but what I did when I printed off the tiny envelopes, they've gone on the bottom. I've cut off the edges so that I could make these on the bottom, because I wanted the patterns to be really tiny. And I've used the heart, and I've used the little teacup, and a couple of little playing cards and that to do the little bits on the bottom, our dangles. And that is such a cute little envelope, isn't it? Absolutely tiny, that one. So that's my little journal, and as I say, I would love it. Now, the thing is, when you go into Banya's store, click the link that I put up, because she has other ones in there of Alice. One is all playing cards. It's all playing cards. All the images have been put on playing cards. And there's a load of papers in there as well. I can't remember how many, and I can remember those two. I know there's one with a lot of playing cards, and there's one with lots of papers in it. But this is the new one, and this is the one that I absolutely love. Have I gone mad? I'm afraid so. You're entirely bonkers. But I'll tell you a secret, all the best people are. And there, I've tucked that one in there. There she is with a little bottle. As I say, I just absolutely love doing it. It's when you really, really want to do something and it turns out great. And here, I've just put a bit of ephemera in here. I've just used 2 on that one. So I've done 2 of these, like journaling card type ones. I've done 2 like that. I've done one where I've done 4 together, so I could flippy them out. And the other ones I've used just as journaling cards. So that's my wee little journal, and I had so much fun making this. This morning I just sat and stuck some more bits into it, ready to do my video now. Because it doesn't take long, these little mini journals, and it's just getting the printer settings right when you print them off. Obviously, usually I do the click and it's, 4 to a page or 2 to a page. On this, I did printing at 5 times 7 inches. What 5 times 7 inches is in centimetres, I don't know. But that worked for me. It worked perfectly. If you want to learn how to make these little journals, I'll put up the video that I did showing how to make these, and I'll also put up the video for the original one for the lass that did these. And the difference between these and normal journals is you use your little crocodile, when it's the big punch, and you punch the holes in, which makes it look so neat. It really does, and it looks lovely, and it's easy then to just thread everything together with it all being so tiny. So thank you so much for being here with me this morning. As I say, this was something I really wanted to do, so this was a passion. I need to do this. So it was lovely to share it, and it was wonderful just to spend the day doing something I really, really wanted to do. So now I've got to get on to doing my one for Paulette, the STEM journal, STEM, Science, Technology, Economics and Maths. And that kit is the giveaway kit if you make a purchase out of either of their stores, Zern's or Paulette. And those who weren't around yesterday, Paulette hopefully won't see this. This is just some cards from the kit. It's absolutely amazing. And it's more like Paulette's old style that she used to do. And it is amazing. I mean, for somebody who loves science, maybe a nurse, and a child who's actually really into science at school, this is going to be lovely. These are just the journaling cards, and they were the last things that I cut out. That's why they're on the table. So I'm going to look at my old books, because I've got lots and lots and lots of old science books, biology books, human biology books, things like that, and see what I can find to add into this journal. I've also got a thing about Arabic, like herbs and herbalisms and medicines, and Abyssinia. He is very, very well known for his healing. His medicines, the way, he looked at operations, all sorts of things. And obviously you think of the Egyptians as well. The Egyptians, they were the first, weren't they, to actually be, you think about it, how they used to use the canopic jars and remove the organs and things like this, So you don't have to have it as like an English type or school type journal, this one. You can take it to a different way. You could go like the Egyptian way, the history way. If you're really into Marie Curie, you could, make it more her style. And that's what's so lovely about it. And the people that Paula has chosen are people that you will know. If you don't, you just Google them. But you should know them. Like Plato, you will know, people like that. It's those sort of wordings. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. But don't tell Paulette I've shown you. And this is coming out the 23rd. So on the 23rd, we'll be doing this. And remember, Friday, she'll be having another party in the group. And the party will be for 2 more YouTubers. And each week I will be linking the girls. So, you know, if you want to join the party, you'll be able to find the girls' YouTubes easier by going to my video and looking in the description than trying to go through all the freebies that the girls are putting up, because each party, I mean, they literally flood the group with copyright images. They really do. It's unbelievable. So thank you so much for being here this morning. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And as I say, happy Mother's Day to all those lovely mummies out there and nanas. I got a lovely picture of the grandson this morning in his nappy with a chef's hat on. Bless his cotton socks. And his baby sister is due Tuesday. That'll be fun. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful Sunday. And hopefully I'll have another video up in the next day or two. Take care, everyone. Bye.